Good morning to all of you. I hope that you are all doing well. So we are continuing the part 2 of the Arogyashri scheme. The lesson is presented by me, Sayyid. We have to cover all these dates. We have to cover all these days. Today is December 6th. Don't worry about it. Whatever the days we have been not covered till now, definitely we are going to cover all of them. So you don't worry about it. Okay. All your current affairs I will be discussing. Okay. So you don't have to again read the newspaper, etc. Wi-Fi problem has been solved in my home, so I will be fastly uploading the rest of the videos, whatever the pending videos are there, so that we can catch up to the present date. Okay, so we are discussing the part 2 of the Arogyashri scheme. Fine. So part 1 we have already discussed. That was a static data that I have told you in the part 1. So some few points let us revise about this particular Arogyashri scheme. I told you it is a health scheme. It is a flagship scheme of the Telangana government. 2 lakhs rupees will be given to every BPL family. Every BPL family, 50,000 in that will be a buffer. Okay, it will be extended when the cost is escalating. 1.5 lakhs will be given to the Arogyashri beneficiaries. Another important point here you have to remember is this particular Arogyashri scheme is nothing but it's a family scheme. Okay, it means it does not cover every individual of the family. It covers whole family. It covers whole family. It means if anyone has taken or availed the Arogyashri benefits of around 1.5 lakhs, no other member will get. Okay, so this is what it is. It's not for every individual will not get 1.5 lakh, 1.5 lakh like that. So total family will get only 1.5 lakh or 2 lakhs in another scenario. So it is a family health insurance scheme given to only those population living below poverty line. Okay, and this is a cashless scheme also. We have already read about it. Okay, cashless means the Arogyashri beneficiaries, they don't have to even carry 1 rupee in their pocket to the private hospitals. They can directly show the Arogyashri card, and the private hospitals like Yashoda, Apollo, they will admit that particular patient and treat that. Okay, and after treatment they will not take any penny from the customers, means Arogyashri beneficiaries. They will directly take from the government. They directly take from the government. This is the process generally happens, and whatever the data we have discussed, this is all about the revision of it. Now we are discussing the Arogyashri scheme of part 2. This particular, from here onwards, these were the present in the Hindu newspaper. Okay, actually this information was present, but I have taken the static also, so that you will get a overall view of the Arogyashri scheme. So this is the part 2. This particular what picture was there in the Hindu newspaper on 25th of November 2018. Okay, so what's happening is, one more point you have to remember. Suppose for cancer, suppose if any of the family member is suffering from cancer. Okay, so let's suppose Yashoda charges rupees 1 lakh. Yashoda charges rupees 1 lakh to give a chemotherapy treatment. Chemotherapy is a method of treating cancer. It's a method of treating cancer. So 1 lakh rupees, suppose Yashoda and Apollo, they charges 1 lakh for it. For private customers like us, like you, me and everyone, so they will charge 1 lakh. The Arogyashri beneficiaries, whoever are there in that, these Yashoda and Apollo hospitals have already subsidized this treatment, to the government, and they are charging only 60,000 to the government. Okay, actually how much they will charge for a normal person? 1 lakh. Under this Arogyashri scheme, they are charging only 60,000 to the government. So already private hospitals are giving all the treatments at the subsidized rates to the government. The problem with this is, even this subsidized in amount, when suppose 100 patients are treated under Arogyashri scheme by the Yashoda hospital, so suppose they will send a bill to the government. So government is delaying the payment of these bills. This has become a really headache to the private hospitals. Already the treatment has been subsidized, means they are giving this particular treatment in less amount to the government. Again, whatever the bills they are submitting, private hospitals are submitting to the government, they are again delaying it. So it has become a headache to them. Okay, so that is what written here. Okay, a release of, here it is, A release of bills under Arogyashri scheme has always been a bone of contention between the government and the corporate hospital. The treatment cost, as I've told you, for various treatments already subsidized by the private hospital to a tune of 60% of the actual cost. But even this subsidized amount is not released by the government full, and the dues of the hospitals now run into several hundred crores of rupees. See, this is the government is not paying to the private hospitals with regard to any of the amount related to Arogyashri beneficiaries. This is a problem. Hospital management says that it is affecting their cash flows, okay, and they are no longer in a position to accept more cases, as they have to turn pay to the vendors. They have to also turn pay to the vendors. Means whatever the help they are taking now. So for them, they have to pay for the other whatever the other services taken from the various other laboratories, etc., test centers, etc. So that is what the hospital managements are saying. If you go on delaying the amount that to be released by number of patients whatever we have treated, if you go on delaying it, what is happening is our cash flows has been decreased, okay, and we are in no longer in a position to accept more and more cases of them, okay, more cases of them. Situation turned serious with the government not releasing any medical bills under the Arogyashri in many empaneled hospitals since last 2 months. So there was since last 2 months this problem has become very severe. It means government is not at all releasing any payment with regard to any medical bills. Okay, so the situation is becoming more worse since last 2 months. That because of that only it was in the news. Many corporate hospitals such as Apollo, Yashoda, Kamini are accepting only pediatric and critical cases under Arogyashri scheme. For the last 15 days and turning away patients with effective surgeries. See, so the reason to start Arogyashri scheme is to give health benefits to the poor people. Now, as the government is continuously delaying the payment, what the private hospital has left with no choice. Okay, now they are treating the various ailments with regard to children. See, children are very important. That's why they are also taking care of them. Pediatric is a field of science that deals with the treatment of children sickness or ailments. Okay, so they have not totally abandoned the poor people. At least the private hospitals are taking care of the children's and very critical cases, okay, that need prompt attention. Okay, then all is not also well with the all is not well with the Arogyashri health insurance scheme also in Telangana state, as close to half of the private hospitals have not been accepting cases. This has become more severe in Telangana. Why? Because due to long standing dues from the government is not paying them. Okay, the government sponsored community health insurance scheme is to help patients from below poverty line to avail cashless medical treatment for serious ailments up to 2 lakh a year requiring hospitalization and surgery. To avail this Arogyashri scheme, you have to be admitted into the hospital and a surgery should be carried out. For such treatments only this Arogyashri scheme is applicable. Okay. Release of bills under the Arogyashri scheme has always been a issue over the years also, with the government taking its own time in reimbursing the medical treatment cost borne by the hospital. Okay, so these points we have already learned in our previous slide. It is there again in the Hindu newspaper. The cost of, as I have told you, that they have already subsidized it to 60%. It is affecting their cash flows. That also we have learned about it. Okay, it is just a repetition to read. The situation apparently has become very serious with the government not releasing any medical bills with the last 2 months. This is also a old point, which was also there in the Hindu newspaper. Arogya Mitra, this is important. Okay, Arogya Mitra is you all know that it is a help desk in each and every private hospital. This particular persons means this is health friends. Arogya Mitra means health friend. They are going to give what information with regard to, because most of the poor population is not having proper literacy. So these Arogya Mitras, these health friends will give them information. Okay, what to submit, what to bring, which ID card to bring. Okay, is this treatment is covered under or not, etc. They will give. An Arogya Mitra in a corporate hospital admitted that only pediatric and critical cases under Arogya scheme were being accepted for the last 15 days. That was they said. That was said by Arogya Mitra too. Okay, outsourced by the collectorate, that we have already seen now. That one. Meanwhile, Telangana Super Speciality Hospital Association and Telangana Hospital and Nursing Home Association have already put the government on notice. They have already given notice to the government that if the pending dues reportedly amounting to about 500 crore dues amount is there with the government has to pay around 500 crores to the private hospitals. Okay, including employee health insurance scheme, were not released by December 1. They will not be serving any patients under Arogyashri scheme. So situation will get more severe if this happens. Poor people will get lots of losses. Health will be under stake. However, the government said that as of now, services under Arogyashri have not been stopped, and they were confident of resolving this issue soon. This is a very common statement made by the government. The dues to the private hospitals were around 340 crores, and there was some delay in the release of the bills with the state in the election mode. So the officials of the government has cited the because of election in our state. So there are delays. There are general delays happen with regard to payment of bills of the private hospitals, but no need to worry about it. We are going to resolve the issue soon. They are just about 340 crore rupees are only there. We'll definitely try to adjust this. Okay. A section of corporate hospitals are inclined to wait out till the elections are over for their dues. So this whatever the these associations are there, no. In this association, lots of hospitals are also there. Of course, group of hospitals only make an association. So some section of hospitals said that okay, let the election get complete, then we'll talk about it. Some said that no, some are in the favor of that particular statement, some are not. A section of corporate hospitals are inclined to wait out till the elections are over for their dues. This is what those who are in the favor of that particular statement by the officials of the government, who has given that election mode. Okay, state is in election, so there was a delay, so they are okay, they are fine with it. But 50% of about 400 M-paneled hospitals are not taking any fresh cases unless it is an emergency. So as I've told you that some group of hospitals are okay, that they are understanding the government issue, okay, with regard to election is there, so let us wait for some more time. After the elections are over, our bills will be paid, like that they are waiting. And some are not at all in the favor of this particular statement or given by the government officials, and they have stopped taking any fresh cases. Okay. The government no dearth of funds, no dearth of funds. The government, however, played down the scenario and said that there was no dearth of funds and release of funds was a continuous process. The government said that there was never a decrease in amount of the funds. We have already always released the funds, so no need to worry. Such pressure is to put on government every 2-3 months for the expeding payments. Okay, it's not good, like that they have told. But the hospitals have to put the scheme on hold, and even today we cleared some pre-authorization requests for some hospitals. So this is just a government statement, you can go through it. Okay, this is important point. The government is looking into the release of the dues soon, official sources said. Okay, the government during this financial year also released around 470 crores, with the annual budget of the scheme is 800 crores they added. So remember this point, this is very important. Under Arogyashri scheme, if they ask you how much amount of crores of rupees has been sanctioned under the budget, means 800 crores, means till 2019 March 31st 800 crores will be spent on this Arogyashri scheme, and government said that already more than half of the amount has been sanctioned, so there is no dearth of funds, so don't worry, like the government have said. Okay, so this is all about the Arogyashri, each and everything with regard to Arogyashri scheme. I have told you there are problems also, I have told you the solutions. You can see that these are the solutions, you can quote these solutions in your mains answer. Okay, government is generally allocate a particular amount of money in annual budget for the Arogyashri scheme. So nearly half of the whatever amount has been paid, and rest will be paid by the government. Soon, government will look into this scenario of this private hospitals and try to resolve this issue. Like that, you can conclude your what answer also at the end. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day, and please try to vote. Go and please vote. It's important. Thanks.